Hey everybody, Modern Refugee here. Today I want to talk to you about a hallmark of civilization, kind of what makes us civilized, and that's pizza. If you don't have pizza, you don't have civilization. The Romans made pizza 2,000 years ago, we still make it today. So I'm going to show you a couple off-grid ways that I make pizza. You can even use my homemade cheese that I did in a previous video on these if you'd like. But I did it all off-grid style, kind of in the wood stove and on the grill. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Well, here's my pizza crust dough. I got a gluten-free one, and I got just a regular wheat flour one. These are going to be for the pizzas that I'm going to make off-grid style. You can use whatever pizza crust recipe that you like best for this little technique here that I'm showing you. Nothing special, so if you got an existing pizza crust recipe, that'll work just perfectly fine for what I'm doing here today. But I just kind of want to show you what my dough looked like. I'll be coming to you back from out by the fire. There's a couple different ways that you can make pizza off-grid style. This is one way in the grill here. You can see I got my grill about 350 degrees. Kind of an indirect heat I got on both sides here. And I got my pizza stone in the center. Pizza stone is a good thing to have if you want to kind of cook off-grid because there's a couple different uses for it. I know it's kind of not recommended to use this in a grill, but I've used this in a grill successfully for many, many years. I'm going to actually bake a pizza inside this grill with the help of the stone. So that's kind of what this looks like here. Just one of the ways that you can do that. I'm going to show you some different ways as well. So here's my gluten-free dough, and I'm getting ready to transfer it onto the pizza stone. I would normally just do this with a paddle, but because I'm holding the phone here with one hand, I'm going to kind of do it like this. But what you do is you're going to transfer these over to the hot pizza stone. Got a little cornmeal on there to keep it from sticking. Now basically a breakfast pizza is basically a pancake with stuff on it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to close this up and I'm going to let this bake a little bit. Then I'm going to actually flip these to add the toppings onto it. And when I get to that point, I'm going to show you guys how I do that. Okay, these crusts cooked for a couple of minutes on each side already now. Now we're kind of getting ready for the final assembly. I put a layer of cheese on the bottom. I'm going to put my toppings on the top, which is today's just going to be scrambled eggs and bacon. And then I'm going to put another layer of cheese on top and kind of let that get all melted and happy. I'm just going to take give a little bit of cheese here. And then I'm going to add my my toppings onto it. Like I said, this is just a little bit of scrambled eggs and a little bit of bacon. If any falls off, don't worry about it. The grill will take care of it and burn it off. Get my hot. A little more cheese on top. We're going to do that on all of them. Wipe my hands off here just a little bit. Now we're going to close this right up. We're going to let these melt and get happy. Well, here's the breakfast pizzas in from the grill. It's kind of what they look like. Give you an idea here now. I got some sauce that I'm going to put on these. This is actually kind of a copycat sauce from, if you've ever had a McDonald's breakfast bagel, this is kind of the copycat sauce for it. All it is a couple tablespoons of mayonnaise and a tablespoon of dill mustard mixed together and let set for just a little bit. So all I'm going to do is, for a dressing on this, is I'm just going to put a couple strips of this across here, just give it a little extra flavor. Make it look fancy. Anyway, that's kind of my off-grid breakfast pizza. Works really good. If you don't have a pizza stone, get one. It's something that I think everybody should have. There's a bunch of different uses for it. Like I said, I know that you're not supposed to use a pizza stone on a grill, but I've actually used it many times. Haven't had one issue. So anyway, there's the breakfast pizza. Here I am prepping my wood stove for my off-grid pizza. I'm going to need a pretty good sized bed of coals to do this, and then I'm going to actually cook it with the Dutch oven. Show you a way to do that. Anyway, this is me kind of preparing my coals. I want them kind of cooked down to a point where I can break those pieces of wood up yet, so they're not quite ready yet. They're going to have to burn down just a little bit, and then we're going to set the Dutch oven in there and show you how to do that. Alright, I got my coals ready for my second pizza. I kind of cleared out a space in the center, as you can see there. And I got my coals all around. That's what's going to go on top when I make this. Now I'm going to invert my Dutch oven and set this down here in the space that I made. Alright, now I got my inverted Dutch oven on here, and this is going to be my platform that I'm going to cook on. I'm going to put some coals in between the legs there, and then I'm going to set my lid on top of that inverted. Show you that here in a second. Okay, there's my Dutch oven with the coals in between the legs, and now I'm going to set my lid on this upside down, and that's going to give me my flat surface for my pizza. Okay, now I've got my lid on top of my legs there, and that's going to heat up for a second. I'm going to let that preheat for just a couple minutes, and then I'm going to add my pizza onto that. Okay, here's my second pizza. This is going to be more of a traditional style pizza. It's just a wheat dough, wheat flour crust with a little bit of spaghetti sauce, a little bit of bacon, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of pepperoni. I got this one all set up now. I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to cook this one in the wood stove with the Dutch oven. Okay, things have heated up here a little bit. It's time to put my pizza on the flat surface of the inverted lid. I've already threw some extra wood in there to get that burning, so that's going to burn down the coals if I need some more on top. So now I'm going to put this on. Got it on my pizza paddle here, and I'm just going to give a little slide there and get that on the lid of that. Now, my next step is going to make a lid for this so it bakes just like an oven. And I'm going to take my skillet I got here, and I'm going to lay that skillet inverted again, kind of turn a little bit, and set that upside down here over top of my pizza. And that's kind of what that looks like. And here in a second, I'm going to cover that top with hot coals. And here we have our improvised pizza oven. As you can see, I got quite a bit of coals on top. I had the coals underneath. I got more wood burner there on the side if I need more coals to add. This technique can be used on the grill fire pit too. If you got a fire pit with a grill grate on it, you can do the same thing. You can get a bed of coals going underneath the grill grate. You can invert the lid on top of that. You can put your pizza on top of that inverted lid, and you can put another cast iron frying pan over top of it, and you can cover it with hot coals. It's going to bake the same way. So this, you can use this inside a wood stove like this, or you can also use it out on the fire pit. But anyway, when this gets a little bit further along here, I'm going to show you the finished product. All right, we're going to give a little look here. It's been in here for a bit. You can see, starting to melt, starting to sizzle nicely. So we're going to keep this going here until we get the color that we want on the crust. There we have our pizza. Going to take this off here, kind of show you kind of what it looks like outside of the wood stove. Okay, here we are out of the wood stove. I'm going to see if I can show you a little bit what the bottom of the crust looks like. You can kind of see there, nice and golden brown on the bottom. Nice and cheesy and kind of bubbly on the top. There you have it, wood stove pizza. If you ever get a chance to try this, or when you're out camping, or out in your fire pit as well, because that works too, give this a try. All you need is a Dutch oven lid, a Dutch oven, or a grill grate, and a cast iron pan to put over top of it. This is Modern Refugee. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers out there that's watching my videos, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You guys have a good day.